created a little example of how you can create a menu and control the flow of your program using stages. So I'll go through a little what I created here. So to start off, I created a simple menu. So we got a label and a label for our main menu over here. And then for my buttons, what I did was I created a rectangle and a label, and then I grouped them together. So this allows me to reduce some of the code, reduce the amount of code later on when I'm trying to make them visible and invisible. I can just hide the whole group rather than hiding each individual component of the group. Okay, so I use that format um, to create 3 more buttons. Actually, I created 4 because I created a return button as well. And I'll show you that when I run the code. So you'll see if you run it and you click stage 1, there's a return to main menu button. And so that's the one that I have here, but I make that visible. I make the visibility of that false right off the bat because I don't want to see it on my main menu. Okay, so I have my button 1, my button 2, my button 3, and my return button, and then my main menu label. Okay, so to control the flow, what I've done is I've created this variable called app.stage. And so initially we want to set our app.stage to, I have this to 1 because I had it as 1 before, but you want to set it to 0. So that's our starting point. So 0 is our main menu. And then as you add more stages, you can call them stage 1, stage 2, stage 3, etc. So this is what I use to determine which stage I'm on. And then from my mouse press, I can change the value of that stage. So if I click on stage 1 button, it'll take me to stage 1. And I included a print statement just to show me that it was working as I was testing things. So if you run it, and you'll see if you click stage 1, you'll see there's a print statement at the bottom. That was a little indicator to me, letting me know that my button was working. So you can take that out as you get into your game and you know that it's working. You can take out those little checks. Okay, so we use our on mouse press to control the stages, the value of our app.stage. So stage 1, we have our stage 1 button, our stage 2, and I'm using this .contains method. So if we click on a button and it contains the mouse X, mouse Y, well then we're going to adjust our value accordingly. Okay, and the last one here was so we did that for stage 1, stage 2, and stage 3, and then our return button is our 0. Okay, so that will take us back to the main menu. And so you just check it to see here, and when you click return, you see there's our main menu. Okay, so that's good. It kind of lets us know where we're at. Now, with respect to what we show, we use the onStep function. So onStep, we use onStep because it's constantly checking to see, it's constantly checking for values. If we just did it, it's an event that's constantly checking, whereas on mouse press only checks when we press the mouse. So this allows us to always determine the value of our stage, so it will automatically update. Okay, so what we do is if stage is equal to 0, then we show the things that we want to show for stage 1, or for stage 0. So for example, on the main menu, I want to see my main menu label, and I want to see stage 1, stage 2, and stage 3. Okay, so but then as I click and I move and I navigate through this, and I click on stage 1, I want to hide, the other elements from the main menu. And so really, once you get the first one set up, you can just copy these elements, paste them, and you can adjust the values as you go through. So I added an elif there. So for stage 1, I want to hide the main menu. I want to show stage 1. And I want to hide stage 2 and hide stage 3, and I want to keep my return button visible so that I can click it and go back to the main menu. Otherwise you get lost. and you won't be able to go back to your main menu. Okay, and then I do the same thing for stage 2. Um, so if we go back to the main menu and I click on stage 2, what I've done is I've hidden stage 1, I've hidden the main menu label, and I've hidden stage 3. And for stage 4, or for stage 3, sorry, it hides stage 1 and 2 in the main menu, but shows my return button. Okay, so obviously when you get into creating your games, they'll be more complex, and there'll be probably be a lot more things that you're showing on each stage. But there's a general idea on how to lay out the navigation of a game that has multiple stages. Okay, I hope that helps, and I'll share this with you in my sandbox. Have a good one, guys.